Pinagpalang araw po sa lahat at ngayong araw po ay pag-uusapan po natin ang kwento ng dalawang karakter sa Bible na may iisang dugo, magkaibigan at perong kumikilala sa Panginoon. Sa kabila ng kanilang pinagmulan at pananampalataya, nagkaiba ang tinahak ng kanilang puso. Ang isa ay tumahak sa landas patungo sa Panginoon, samantalang isa ay naakit sa kinang ng mundo. Paalala sa atin kung paano hinuhubog ng ating mga pagpili ang ating puso at buhay. Ang kanilang kwento ay hindi nalalayo sa atin. Ang relasyon sa Diyos ay mahalaga, ngunit hindi pare-pareho ang lalim ng pagkilala at pakikitungo sa Kanya. Ang pag-ibig ng Diyos ay hindi emotion, kundi nakikita sa buhay. Inuhubog ang pananampalataya, pagsunod, prioridad at katapatan. Ang ating mga desisyon ang naglalarawan ng tunay na anyo ng ating puso. Si Abraham at si Lot ay pinagpala at pinagyaman ng Diyos. Kalaunay naghiwalay sina Abraham at Lot dahil hindi na kayang tustusan ng lupa ang kanilang mga ari-arian. Pinili nila ang masaganang lupain malapit sa Sodom, habang nanatili si Abraham sa Kanaan. Abraham and Lot both knew God, but knowing Him different from truly walking closely with Him. True intimacy with God grows from a heart that earnestly longs for His presence, a heart willing to seek Him above everything else. In James 4:8 remind us, draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. Abraham chose to follow God's way with deep conviction, showing unwavering integrity, steadfast faith, wholehearted obedience, and a compassion that reflected God's own heart. Lot's love for God was real, yet the riches, pleasures, and comforts of the world still claimed his attention. In attempting to possess both God and the Word, he revealed the truth. God was not his greatest treasure. His decision ultimately exposed where his heart was anchored or rested. At first, he lived near the border of Sodom, yet little by little he moved inward until he was fully settled in the city. In Genesis 19:1, he was sitting in the gateway of the city, meaning he became one of the elders or leaders, that he made many small compromises in order to be accepted in Sodom. Pagamat sina Abraham at si Lot ay perong may relasyon sa Diyos, kapansin-pansin ang malaking pagkakaiba sa direksyon ng kanilang buhay. Si Abraham ay lumakad ng may kababaang loob sa Diyos, pinili ang kabanalan ng Diyos higit sa kayamanan, at sinagad ang isang buhay na tunay na nakalulugod sa Diyos. Dahil sa kanyang pananampalataya at pagsunod, tinanggap niya ang tipan at pagpapala ng Diyos at nag-iwan sa mundo ng pamana ng katapatan, integridad at matibay na pananampalataya. Samantalang si Lot ay pinili hindi ayon sa pananampalataya kundi ayon sa ginhawa. Hinayaan niyang hubugin ng kinang ng sanlibutan ng kanyang mga desisyon. Ang kanyang moral, ang mga prinsipyo ay unting-unti nawala sa hanay ng kalooban ng Diyos upang makasunod sa takbo ng mundo, maging katanggap-tanggap sa nakararami. Pinili niya ang madali kaysa sa tama, kasikatan kaysa kababaan loob, at mga bagay na panandalian lamang kaysa sa mga bagay na walang hanggan. Sa huli, nawala sa kanya ang lahat, ari-arian, tahanan at maging kanyang asawa. Tunay na isang malungkot na paalala sa atin. Ang pusong nakikikompromiso sa mundo ay humahantong sa pigati, pagkawasak at kapahamakan. Si Abraham found favor from God sa kabila ng kanyang katandaan. Pinagpala siya ng Diyos at nagkaroon ng anak. Ang kanyang lipi ay napili upang isilang ang Mesaya. Ang kanyang relasyon sa Diyos ay naging mabunga at makulay. Si Lot found mercy from God. Kahit siya ay nagkamali, iniligtas siya ng Diyos. Nagpapakita ng kahabagan ng Diyos. God will destroy what is destroying you. Ito man ay pag-aari, relasyon, trabaho, anumang bagay na nagiging hadlang o sanhi upang ikaw ay lumayo sa Diyos, gaya ng ginawa ng Diyos sa Sodom. God will not quit on you. He will send someone to pray on you. Like Abraham, God needed someone to pray for Lot so that he could be spared from destruction. Abraham interceded, pleading with God on Lot's behalf and standing in the gap for him. God is persistent and He will use every circumstance to bring us closer to Him. In Lot's case, the threat of Sodom and Gomorrah's destruction turned his heart back to God. Ang Diyos ay pag-ibig at nangingibabaw ang kahabagan, ngunit di rin niya isasantabi ang kanyang kabanalan. Ang Diyos ay God who give countless chances at nasa tao na ang desisyong sumunod o lumayo, pagpapala o kaparusahan, impyerno o kaligtasan. When God was about to destroy Sodom, the angel took Lot and his family to rescue them from destruction. At pinalahanan silang huwag kayong lumingon. Ngunit lumingon ang asawa ni Lot at naging haligi ng asin. Ipinakikita dito na mas mahalaga ang naiwang bagay kaysa sa babala ng Diyos. A heart devoted more to the Word than to God loses its ways. Lot survived the flames of Sodom, yet the Spirit still burned quietly in him. His compromised heart led to sin that shaped an entire lineage, producing nation later judged in Israel history, the Moabites and the Ammonites. This served as sobering reminder that sin consequences do not end with us, they echo through generation. Many of us, like Lot, drawn more to pain, pleasure, and wealth and comfort than to God's voice. We treat salvation lightly since it required no effort from us, and we avoid obedience because it asks for sacrifice. Sabi po sa Luke 9:23, if any one of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross daily, and follow me. Di masama magkaroon ng yaman, magkaroon ng magarbong buhay, ngunit nagiging masama kung ito ang magtutulak na lumayo at sirain ang relasyon mo sa Diyos. In chasing God, we must keep our focus on Him rather than on worldly possessions and needs. When our attention shifts to the things of the world, we become distracted, lost our way, and fall behind. Sabi po sa Matthew 19:30, but many who are first will be last, and many who are last will be first. In chasing God, to seek His presence in daily life, answer His call through concrete action, and align your intention and behavior with His perfect will. It reflects a heart that desired to live according to God's way and value. Sabi po sa 1 Peter 2:9-10, but you are chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of the darkness into His wonderful light. Once you were not the people, but now you are the people of God. Once you have not received the mercy, but now you have received mercy. In chasing God is not one-time event, but rather ongoing process of spiritual development and transformation. Discovering true identity, purpose, and created feeling of fulfillment. Sabi po sa Ephesians 2:10, for we are His workmanship created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. In chasing God, di binibigyan ng buong attention ni Lord ang pagkakamali o pagkakadapa. Ang tanging malaga para sa Kanya ay kung paano ka babangon, ipakikita ang iyong pag-ibig at paigtingin ang relasyon mo sa Diyos. Tulad ni David na nagsisi at may quit na kumapit sa Diyos. In chasing God, God is not impressed by words, gift, or deeds. God examine what is truly in your heart. Sabi po sa Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Chasing God is not a requirement of faith, but it's how you honor Him and love Him and your desire to have more of Him in your life. Like Abraham, sabi po sa 1 John 2:15-17, do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the Word. The Word and its desire pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever. Hindi lubos na mapagtiwalaan ni Lot ang Diyos, kaya pinili niya ang nakikita kaysa presensya ng Diyos. Hindi niya nakita ang nakita ni Abraham na ang tunay na biyaya ay nagmumula sa Diyos. Sabi po sa Matthew 5:6, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. At sa Psalms 23:6, surely your goodness and love will follow me all the day of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Those who sincere pursue God never run empty and never lost their way, sapagkat ang kanyang kabutihan ang siyang humahabol sa kanila. Nawa matulad tayo kay Abraham na mas pinili ang Diyos kaysa sa mundo, at matuto tayong sa pagkakamali ni Lot na mas pinili ang nais ng laman kaysa nais ng Diyos. Sapagkat ang sinumang nauuhaw sa katwiran, sila ang tunay na pinupuno at pinapatatag ng Panginoon. Ang pagmamahal sa Diyos ay pag-ibig na hinuhubog ng katapatan, puso at buhay na inuuna siya at nagtitiwala kahit magbago ang lahat. Kapag siya ang pinili mo, nawawalang kapangyarihan ng panandaliang alok ng mundo. Hindi ka nito kayang akitin, linglangin o yugyugin ang iyong pagtitiwala. Sa pagpili sa Diyos, tinatalikuran mo ang naglalaho at niyayakap ang kayamanang hindi kumukupas. Dito mo matatagpuan ang kayapaan, layunin at kagalakang hindi kayang tumbasan ng sanlibutan. Ito ang nakita ni Abraham na hindi nakita ni Lot, ang dalisay na pag-ibig ng Diyos sa ilalim ng kanyang anino. Maraming salamat at nawa ay pagpalain po kayo ni Lord.